Hello and welcome back to another segment of the Jordan Whittington Show. I am your host, Serenity Douglas, joined by Jordan Whittington. I just need to start this off. Wait, first of all, let's like, comment, and subscribe to the Orange Bloods Texas Football YouTube channel. Thank you. But first, you sent out a very, very disturbing tweet about you cutting your dreads. Yet, in the game, I saw you with your dreads. I was like, okay, well, maybe after the game. And no, he still has his dreads. Tell me about that.
So I did go to the place and I thought about it, but I just couldn't do it. I don't know. But at the same time, this is like my third time pump faking. So when I do cut them off, it's not going to be new to anybody, you know? They won't be caught by surprise because I've already been like, hey, I'm cutting them off. So yeah.
Why though?
Because they're so high maintenance. Everyone that has dreads know they're high maintenance and they're annoying. It's like a woman.
See, that's why we get braids and I don't know, do other stuff. I don't care. I don't feel bad for you. Welcome to our world. But it was disturbing, but it's a good thing that you didn't do it. I thought that it was because of a superstition. Jake Majors did too. Mm-hmm. And it's no type of superstition. Who was it in the Bible? Like Solomon, he cut his hair and he was no longer like powerful. You don't feel no type of way about it?
Nah, I think when people do have dreads and they play football, they get like a +4. Like when we're going against people and I see the opponent with dreads, I'm like, he gotta be good.
I absolutely agree.
I don't know what it is about dreads, but everybody with dreads is they're
fine. That's what it is. And you want to cut your dress off.
No. I'm gonna keep them though for right now. But
for now.
When I do pop on here, you don't see dreads, just know you were warned.
My eyes are gonna go like this big. So you don't think that your talents are gonna go down or anything if you cut them off?
Nah, because I'll just keep them in a bag.
That is what people with dreads do. When they cut their dreads off, they just keep them.
Yeah.
You can't reattach them.
I know.
There's ways now. That's hilarious to me. But you had a very good game. Let's talk about TCU. You led the team in receiving yards. Great touchdown, 37-yard reception. It was a good game for you. But let's talk football, some analysis talk. It was an ugly win. I like being blunt with you. It was an ugly win.
Definitely was.
What were some mistakes that you saw?
I would say there were some points where we didn't have voice, especially in the beginning of the game. We had to constantly remind each other, like, hey, like, we're good, just relax. And that could be from the hostile environment. I'm not sure. But that was one thing I noticed. And then there was just some little detail things, you know, but Coach Sark said it best. He was like, I'd rather win ugly than lose pretty. So I'm glad we got the win. And like I said, we'll watch film and get those things corrected and then going on to next week, you know, fix it all.
Yeah, I like that saying too. I would rather win ugly than lose pretty, because walking away from a loss where it's like, well, we fought really hard, you guys, that doesn't make you feel any better. I actually hate that, honestly. Like on the bus ride back home, I could care less if we both like got a personal record. I don't care. Like I wanted to win. It doesn't help anything. Exactly. But you guys did walk away with a win. I was screaming at the TV because I didn't travel to this one. So I didn't have to be like analysis Serenity. I was definitely screaming at the TV as like a Longhorn alumni. But then I had to come to the realization, Anwar also helped on the post-game show, that TCU has been a tough team. Mm-hmm. Like the last time you guys beat them was 2013. Yeah. Yes, there were mistakes. We can nitpick. We can be internet coaches all we want. Yeah. I have gone to delete my tweets now, but we can be that all we want. But at the same time, you guys walked away with the win. Mm-hmm. It was tough. There were a lot of mishaps, but let's talk about some of the good things that happened in the game. What are like some positives? You talked about what went wrong, what went good.
Yeah, well, first, you know, getting the W, definitely. I think we just had the second half, we did some things right, and we saw, you know, what happens when you pay attention to the little details. I think we did a good job of not giving up, if that makes sense. Yeah. A good job of fighting, and we did a good job of having the lead with it being close and keeping it there, you know.
Yeah.
And I think there were good special team moments, and the defense did a good job to me. But offensively, yeah, we got to a point where it was like, all right, let's pay attention now, let's lock in and let's do it right. And you know, it went in our favor.
Yeah. And keeping that composure a lot of the time comes with an experienced team. But this team is pretty new, and you guys have a new coach. But I don't know what it is about Coach Sark. I mean, you said it. Everybody should want to play for him, but I'm not sure what it is about Coach Sark. You guys are able to look like vets, even though a lot of the team is not.
Yeah.
And you can't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys practice that in you guys' everyday life, like everyday practices?
I'm not sure where it comes from. I think it's just an ownership thing. Like everyone's taking ownership to where you have even freshmen looking like they're vets. Yeah, it's just an ownership thing, and it's a new team. So, you know, everybody is bought into what Coach Sark came with. You know, we believe in what he says. We believe in him. We trust him. So that's why it looks like that, in my opinion.
That's a good point, because sometimes my old coach even talked about this before. He would rather get a team full of freshmen than like a team full of seniors, because then he has to break our old habits and we want to fight about this. We want to question this, but the freshmen are just like, okay, Xavier Worthy is a perfect example.
That's all they know. Like,
he's just like, all right, whatever Coach Sark tells me to do, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I know I fought hard about it.
Yeah, I think that that's one thing that we learned from the freshmen is that's all they know and that's what works, and we trust the coach. So we're not gonna go against, you know what I'm saying, what we used to do.
Yeah.
We're gonna do what it is now, and we live in the moment, and we just, I don't know, it's just smooth. Everything's smooth. There's no confrontation. There's nothing, people going against each other. We just all trust each other.
That's good. And you mentioned earlier the hostile environment. You're not sure if it got to you or not, but I really wanted to talk about the atmosphere, because I just had, someone before you who was talking about the atmosphere was crazy. And some of the worst, like may have been you guys' worst experience this year. Tell me about the TCU fans.
Definitely the most talkative and probably most disrespectful student section I've ever heard in my life. Ever. Other than OU. But this one they were right here, like right behind us. So you hear everything. But yeah, it got really, disrespectful.
What was one of the worst things you heard?
There would be times where the whole crowd, the student section would start a chant, like somebody sucks, and the whole crowd would say it. So that's all you hear in the stadium. And it would be about one person. Like, it was a lot of stuff going on. And, everybody's throwing horns down and all these negative things. But that's what comes with it. And especially when you beat them, it feels so much better.
It feels good, because then they're so quiet. Or not. They're still talking. Does it ever get to you a little bit? Especially during the game?
Me personally, no, it doesn't get to me. I laugh at it because it's funny watching the game and just hearing people scream. But yeah, I'm sure if there were some things that people could say, there's some things that could get to me, but I haven't heard those things yet. I have some things that trigger me, but I haven't heard them yet.
Good. We don't need that. We do not need that. Look, my feelings would have been hurt. Just full disclosure, though, I have to bring up what Keandre just told me he heard. And so I think somebody talked about his haircut, and he turned around like, that was rude. Look, what is the worst team you faced in terms of trash talking, either the team or the fans? Because I know you guys are saying stuff through the helmet.
That one was a good one. That was a good trash talking fan base. But I'll never forget, I think my freshman year coming out the tunnel for the OU game, all I heard, it was just bad. And it was all personal stuff. It's like people search you up. And yeah, that's probably the worst. It's probably that fan, those two, when it comes to a fan base.
They hate you so much that they're searching you up and figuring out like what bothers you. Like, that's why
Yeah.
your dog died. And you're like, dang,
Yeah.
like, how did you even know that?
Yeah, it's cool though. I like it. I feel like it should be a part of it. Yeah, it should be a part of the sport. It's cool, especially when you win.
Absolutely. And what did Coach Sark say to you guys in the locker room during halftime?
That basically we were shooting ourselves in the foot in the first half, and there was a lot of stuff. Like he said, we left meat on the bone. We left a lot of opportunities out there to capitalize on, and we just paid more attention to the details and made sure that we didn't leave any out in the second half.
In the Big 12, referees has been like the talk throughout the whole game. Mm-hmm. Since, y'all aren't on Twitter during the games, but I am. The refs were tough. How does that affect your play?
It's just for me, when the referees do stuff like that, it's just a momentum thing. Because you could be having all this momentum and then you get a penalty that you don't agree with, and it's like, oh my gosh, like really? But I mean, it comes with it. Every game has refs, and I don't know. I'm not sure if there was any bad calls or not, but yeah, it's just like a momentum thing. And it sometimes
weren't sure if there were any bad calls or not.
I can't really speak on that, but it gets annoying at times. You just want to play.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's how it is. How the game goes.
How are you able to deal with the pressure even going into this game?
Into this game coming up?
No, into the TCU game. We'll talk about OU.
Oh, I just lean on the team, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. I've always been like that. That's why I don't really get nervous a lot, is because I look at my teammates and I'm like, okay, this is who I'm doing it for. And you're doing it, I said this before, like you're doing it for something bigger than yourself. It's easy to not be so anxious, because if you're just dependent on yourself, like you're forgetting there's 10 other people that have to do their job. So I just lean on the team, and it helps me. I'm sure it helps a lot of the team.
Who had a really good game to you?
Anthony Cook.
I knew you were gonna say that. I might as well just ask.
I'm gonna tell y'all this every time. Anthony Cook. I know y'all saw it.
Anthony Cooks, just to speak from analysis, also while the couple of times I've talked to him before, his character development has been tremendous, like on and off the field. Because like freshman year, Anthony is a completely different person. He still has the same personality, obviously, but the way he plays is different. Like you can definitely just see the maturity. But then I also saw, like, of course he's getting in a fight on the field again, because I know he's saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But he had a great game.
Yeah, he did. I'm proud of him.
I like that. And how do you encourage your teammates just throughout the game?
I acknowledge the good. I acknowledge the bad. I tell them I don't really talk a lot, but when I have to is when I talk. But if it's, if everybody's doing their stuff, I'll keep it up, like, keep it up. But I'm not really a talkative person, unless I have to go up to somebody and like, hey man, let's focus, let's lock in. You know what I'm saying? We need to win this game. But other than that, I'm not really the talk person. I'm just out there having fun, having a good time, making sure everybody's happy. That's the best way that I motivate the team, to make sure everybody's laughing and happy, because all I do is, I joke too much. I think I play too much.
I mean, I did see you in Xavier's face, and I'm like, I wonder what Jordan is saying to him. Like, smile, be happy.
I can't help it. I play too much.
And after, I'm sure you may have caught some of the games this weekend, may not, but after seeing some of the games this weekend, who would you like to play? Either they're on the roster, either they're on their schedule or not. Who would you like to play?
I'd like to play the team that we're playing next. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I didn't watch a lot of games, to be honest.
You didn't watch anybody? I was watching the Oklahoma.
I saw Georgia and Arkansas. I heard about that one.
Georgia and Arkansas, they got a nice shutout. Auburn and LSU was interesting to me. Oklahoma State and Baylor.
Yeah, that was a good one. And I think Oregon lost to
Stanford.
Yeah. So I saw that. But yeah, I say I'm looking forward to playing Oklahoma.
Okay. And what are you
Whoever it is, the week of the game, that's who I'm
Okay. Okay. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Thank you for making my question sound dumb.
I'm sorry.
Like the person he's most looking forward to playing is
Whoever we're playing.
Okay. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing to prepare for this matchup of the year?
The same thing. Same routine.
You're a simple guy.
Yeah, same routine. Nothing different. But we know, I mean, of course we know this is the Red River rivalry, but we just need to get the details fixed and have the only thing we could get better is the intent and the intensity at practice. And if we just do that and focus on the details, you know, sky's the limit.
And some things Jordan specifically is going to work on.
I'm gonna continue to do all my catching drills, continue to try to lead. I need to work more on leading, you know, the receivers and helping them vocally. What else? And just when I'm in practice, you know, the effort.
So you're trying to get more comfortable with just being a leader.
Yeah, I am. Because I've never, in high school, I was put in that leadership role, but I never was the leader. Like I wasn't the team captain. I wasn't the talkative person, the the motivational speech guy. I just, that's never been me. But I learned that you don't have to talk to lead. And that's where I'm best at as far as my leading skills. It's not vocal.
Lead by example.
Yeah.
It's tough to do. I know it sounds easy when it's like you're obviously a good player.
Yeah.
But when you're put in a situation where it's like my coach has told me, go talk to the girls. I'm just like, why? You go talk to them. You're the coach. Yeah. I don't want to do that because I think my main thing was I didn't want them to just be looking at me like,
yeah,
girl, you don't have it all figured out either. That's a tough thing to do.
Another thing for me is not everybody reacts to things the same. Not everybody has the same routine or thinks the same. So that's one reason that's always been hard for me to go up to somebody because I might go up too aggressive and he doesn't react to that the same way he goes downhill instead of the way I'm trying to take him. So yeah, that's one thing I've been trying to work on. Okay.
Yeah, not everybody reacts the same way. Well, this was good. I liked it. It was a good segment today. I was worried. Y'all had me in the first half. I was like, oh gosh, let me prepare for these interviews. Nobody's gonna text me back. But Mr. Jordan Whittington, I would like to say he was the first one to text me back this time, you guys. He had his touchdown. He was feeling good. You're getting a lot better.
Where are you going?
What do you mean, where am I going? What do I look nice?
Dressed up.
I came from church, thank you.
Amen.
It's Sunday. And I said a great prayer for this weekend.
Thank you.
Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Orange Bloods Texas football YouTube channel. And this was the Jordan Whittington Show.